Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Hey guys, and welcome back to the Language Tutor Spanish podcast. I would say buenos dias or buenas noches or buenas tardes, but I don't know what time it is where you are right now, but you know what? Whatever time it is, whatever day it is, I hope it's a great one. And I'm glad you're here with me to practice some more countries and nationalities in Spanish. This one is all about Europe. And just like on the last episode, I'm going to call out a territory or a country. I'm going to give you just a minute to say the word in Spanish and the nationality. So with that, let's jump right in. First up is Europe. And it's Europa and Europeo. All right, let's go on to Iceland. And that one is Islandia, and the nationality is Islandés. And up next is Ireland. And that's Irlanda and Irlandés. All right, how do you say the United Kingdom in Spanish? That's El Reino Unido. El Reino Unido. All right, up next is England and English. That is Inglaterra and Inglés. And now Scotland. That is Escocia and Escocés. And now Wales and Welsh. That is Gales and Galés. Now Norway. That's Noruega and Noruego. Now Sweden. And it is Suecia and Sueco. Up next is Finland. And that is Finlandia and Finlandés. Up next is Denmark. That is Dinamarca and Danes. And now Germany. And that's Alemania and Alemán. And now the Netherlands. That's Países Bajos and Holandés. And now let's move on down to Belgium. That's Bélgica and Belga. Now Luxembourg. That's Luxemburgo and Luxemburgués. France. Francia and Francés. Up next is Spain. That's España and Español. Portugal. It's Portugal and Portugués. Italy. Italia and Italiano. Up next is Switzerland. And that is Suiza and Suizo. And mis amigos, we got so many countries to go through. Let's take a quick break to hear from our friends at Anchor.fm, and we'll be right back. Hey friends, want to make a podcast? Spotify's got a platform that lets you make one super easily, then distribute it everywhere and even earn money all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify. And when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&A and polls are the best way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, it's totally free with no catch. Ever since I discovered Spotify for Podcasters, I get to create on a completely new level. I highly recommend you give it a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started right now. Okay, mis amigos, let's pick it back up. Up next is Austria. And that is Austria and Austriaco. Up next is the Czech Republic. And that is Republika Czeka and Czechko. And now Poland. And that's Polonia and Polako. And now Slovakia. That's Eslovakia and Eslovako. Up next is Hungary. And that is Hungria and Ungaro. Up next is Croatia. And hopefully you said Croatia and Croato. And now let's go to Bosnia and Herzegovina. And hopefully you said Bosnia, Herzegovina, and Bosnio. Up next is Slovenia. And it is Eslovenia and Esloveno. And now let's go to Serbia. That would be Serbia and Serbio. And now Montenegro. And you probably said the same thing, Montenegro and Montenegrino. Up next is Albania. And that would be Albania and Arbanes. And now let's go to Greece. And that would be Grecia and Griego. And now let's go back out into the water and hit Cyprus. And that's Chipre and Cipriota. Romania. And that would be Romania and Romano. Moldova. And hopefully you said Moldavia and Moldoviano. Ukraine. And that's Ukraina and Ukrainio. Belarus. And it's Bielorussia and Bielorusso. All right, only three more. Lithuania. And it's Lithuania and Lituano. Latvia. And that is Letonia and Leton. And the last one is Estonia. And that is Estonia en Estonio. And mis amigos, I think that was a great practice, but that wraps this one up. Hey, be sure to check out the website and do the downloadable practice for this. Do some written practices. I know it'd be a lot of writing, but it would be good practice to write these as well. But you can find a lot of downloadable written practices right there on our website, thelanguagetutor.co. And if you know somebody who wants to learn Spanish or French or Portuguese or an English for Spanish speaker, tell them about the Language Tutor YouTube channel. We would sure appreciate it. I appreciate everybody and all your support, and I wish for all of you and your family and friends paz y bendiciones, peace and blessings. And I'll see you real soon on the next episode of the Language Tutor Spanish podcast. Hasta pronto.